And I think there's multiple versions of it, right?
There is.
It's something 8 miles out and 6 feet down, or something like
Yeah.
that. It had to do with something.
Yeah, and it's kind of used in the Carney world as somebody who's just not allowed on the property.
Yeah, banned.
Yeah, banned or even killed.
Yeah.
So
right after we started and agreed to do this, as we said, Creepy and Eerie were kind of the starting point for our inspiration, and they both had such iconic characters hosting those. We wanted to do something like that for our book, and so the idea came up for our characters, the Duke brothers.
And I thought that was pretty cool, and then I saw his sketch, and I really wanted to try to do my version of these characters.
So I did it in my style and presented it to Nick.
And we both kind of went back and forth, and each did a number of sketches, kind of feeding off of what the other one had done and adding to what the character was going to look like.
And just the two images side by side are a pretty good snapshot of the diversity that's going to be a part of this book. That's kind of how it started. I approached Nick, and we just hit the ground running right away.
Bill had this idea to do something, some kind of comic book, some kind of anthology, and
it's something I've wanted to do for a long time. I've been part of other anthologies and kind of always wondered why they didn't do them a certain way, or why they didn't try to do something a little bit different to stand out from some of the others. And started out as kind of a Midwest thing, but it kind of took a life of its own and went in directions we didn't expect. There are creators from all over the country that are involved now, and some from outside of the country as well. So, and then we've got a pretty diverse group of creators, from comic book artists and writers to people that, you know, do silk screened art, gig posters, things like that, that just were inspired by this stuff early on and have always wanted a chance to do something like this. So.
Yeah, it's crazy the kind of overlap that the two worlds have of it's at least what people are into, which kind of brings people that don't have any comic background into wanting to do some artwork for a comic book.
We have a lot of people that are coming to this because they want exposure, and we're hopefully going to provide that for them, have some mass exposure for people. We also have others that are actually professionals in the comic industry that have been working in a genre so far removed from horror, and they want to show that they've got some range and that they're not just this type of writer or this type of artist. I think we just lucked into people that kind of feel the same way we do about it, want to have something where they can just really express themselves and put everything they can into it. So.
And I think that would be a really cool way to bring a lot of people that are fans of maybe horror art or horror comics or either one, bring a lot of them together and realize that if you like one, you might like the other, and the overlap is a lot more than a lot of people probably realize.
Horror is just as close as we could come for a genre. I mean, everything has to kind of have a label when you're selling it, and I mean, just the tone is completely different. Some are comedy, some are very, very dark, and some are pretty horrific. So. And we think it's something that goes beyond the world of comics. We think that art lovers will like it. We think that horror fanatics will like it. We think people that are just a little bit will like it as well. So we want to get it into the hands of those people. So.